UAE firms declare exposure to NMC Health as administration looms. Four banking groups have reported exposure worth more than $5.7 billion. For local lenders have declared their exposure to NMC Health, which stands at more than $5.7 billion in loans. Bloomberg: the UAE's publicly listed companies began reporting their exposure to NMC Health, the embattled healthcare operator, which is at risk of being placed into administration. As of Sunday, four major banks declared a combined exposure of $5.7 billion, $1.5 billion, in the form of loans to the company. Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, the company's biggest individual lender, which applied to the UK's High Court to place the company into administration with a view to protecting its interest and assuring the long-term sustainability of the company, is owed $981 million, $3.6 billion, it said in a statement to the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange last week. Dubai Islamic Bank, the largest Sharia-compliant lender in the UAE, said it is owed $425 million in loans by NMC. It also said Noor Bank, which it acquired in January, has loan exposure worth $116 million. The bank has been monitoring recent developments at the group. In conjunction with other substantial creditors, the bank is now in discussions with the group and its advisors to ascertain the group's financial position and identify potential measures to address the group's governance and financial issues, DIB said in a statement to the Dubai financial market, where its shares trade. It said it is taking appropriate actions to protect its interests and fully appreciates the vital role that the group's healthcare services play in our local communities, particularly at this time. Ajman Bank declared an exposure of $151.9 million to NMC, while Mashroq Bank said it is owed $502,598 from subsidiary New Medical Center Training. An equities fund controlled by the bank, Makaseb Arab Tigers Fund, also holds 25,000 shares in the company. Al Salam Bank revealed a transaction where it had offloaded some shares, but it retains a direct stake of about 4.9% in NMC and an indirect stake of just below 3%. Aramex, the largest courier company in the Middle East, said it is owed about $335,000 by NMC as well as UAE Exchange, which was also founded by NMC's founder, B.R. Ashiti, and is owned by Finablo, a listed London entity in which Mr. Ashiti retains a majority stake. NMC Health's new chairman, Faisal Belhoul, has requested lenders enter into a standstill agreement on the company's debt, and said placing the company into administration would cause instability to the operating businesses of the NMC Group, creating additional pressure on the group's liquidity and reducing value for all creditors. This would be damaging not only to the interests of creditors but, in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis, would potentially put lives at risk, said Mr. Belhoul, whose private equity firm Ithma Capital acquired a 9% stake in the business in late March. He also pledged the company would be more transparent and put stronger governance structures in place. ADCB, however, said it is seeking the appointment of administrators to safeguard the future of NMC Health and its subsidiaries, arguing that its requests for greater transparency to date had been ignored by the company. It served notice of its intention to apply to the High Court to place the company into administration on Friday, saying the joint administrators appointed would launch a full, transparent and independent investigation into the company's affairs. NMC Health is understood to have exposure to more than 80 local, regional and international financial institutions, according to the filings of ADCB and DIB. NMC was forced to make a series of damaging disclosures in the last few months following a report by activist investor Muddy Waters in December, which alleged it had inflated cash balances, overpaid for its assets and understated its debt. Last month, it said its debt stood at $6.6 billion, $24.24 billion, substantially higher than the $2.1 billion declared in its last filed accounts. A review committee also discovered evidence of suspected fraudulent behavior. Two joint chairmen, including the company's founder, an executive vice chairman, a chief executive, a chief financial officer and a member of its treasury team have all resigned from the business. Please save the trees and nature. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.